Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Case by Case. How's it going? Hi, Cherie.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
So tonight, welcome in everybody to the chat. And hey, Streets of Bakerfield. Tonight we're going to be discussing. This is part 6 of the Ashley Garth case review. For those of you who don't know, we've been covering her case for a little over 2 years now, and she's in the process of post-conviction relief. So we have a lot to get into tonight, and we just finished up last week reading her brief that her public defender filed in her case, which was a great brief. So if you haven't tuned into that and you want to know what the arguments are going forward in her case and what John's arguing and presenting to the appellate court, you have to go back and watch the last 2 episodes on Ashley's case. But tonight, we're going to get into Jasmine Parker, and we're going to review some of the exhibits, and we're going to go through her interrogation video, and we're going to discuss her role, or what we think her role was, if she had one at all, and go over all of the details. So, Sheree, do you have anything?
No, I haven't seen what you've prepared, so I'm interested to find out.
Well, a lot of it's going to be, the clips of the video. You guys have to excuse my messy bun tonight. I've been up since really early this morning. We have a new roof being put on, so I got woken up. They came early, and it's been a long day. So, welcome in everybody into the chat. If you have questions, please put a big emoji or a question mark next to your question. And Cherie is really good at getting my attention or putting them in the private chat so I can see your questions. And then you guys should be able, I could be wrong, you should be able to, we have some special emojis that were created by Just Rhonda. Just Rhonda covers the Holtzclaw case, and she has her own channel. And I will, Cherie, if you want to drop that link in the chat, please do so. But Rhonda made us some really cute emojis for people in the chat and for channel members. So
we tried them out. Saturday, a few of us tried them out.
So can you give a detail to the people in the chat how they go about using them?
Well, you click on the you click on the where you would
I see it now.
Emojis, and if you're a member, they have the special emojis.
Yep, I see it. Yeah, if you're a channel member, you get to use, we've got several different ones of Ashley. We have Abby and Libby from the Delphi case. We have Richard Allen, and then my logo, and then we have a couple of my pets. So if you guys like animals, you can use those. But I see them now. Yeah, you just click on where you're going to put in an emoji, and you can change your you can change your little avatar.
My favorite one is the one where it says, "I will not be quiet just because it makes you uncomfortable," or something like that.
Yeah, that's a cute one too. Whoa, my mouse just did a whole bunch of extra moves here. Hi, Judy. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hello, mods. Thanks for being here. So, all right, is everybody here familiar with this case? Put a 1 in the chat if you are. Put a 2 if you are not. So it looks like everybody is actually 1 1/4. Okay. Okay, so let me, now you have to bear with me on this tonight because we had paid for we had gotten all of the exhibits in Ashley's case, which there was like, I think it was 132 or 135 pages. But it's one document. It's a PDF file. So when I upload it, it uploads as a whole document. So I have to be very careful because there are autopsy photos in here. And we're going to look at some from the autopsy, but nothing violent. Basically, we're just going to look at a couple of the bindings and things like that. So I will have to pull it up and down off the screen to maneuver through the exhibits. And I pray to God I don't make any kind of a mistake. So I'm going to pull up right now. Let me see. We're going to take a look at the location that this happened, which was Jasmine Parker's trailer. This is where Garrett, and if there's anyone watching on the replay and you're not familiar with this case, you need to go back to episode 1 and start there to where you can get caught up. We are currently now on part 6, and we give the whole breakdown of the case and the players involved and how we got to Ashley arriving at Jasmine Parker's house. Garrett took her there under the pretense he was going there to get a tattoo. After he put Ashley in the hospital, this is where he took her. And in the morning, they spent the night there, and in the morning, he left under the pretense he was going to go get meth for everybody that was at the trailer. And he was leaving the trailer with Mikey Hiddle, which is someone that he did not know. He had just met him. Mikey Hiddle was Jasmine Parker's childhood friend that she had called over to get Garrett a ride to Delphi. And so Mikey shows up, Garrett and him leave, and they're supposed to go and come back. However, actually what really happened was Ashley wanted to leave. She wanted to go home. She didn't want to be there. Garrett, and she knew that if Garrett was going to Delphi, he could drop her off at home. And he kept saying no, she couldn't go with him. And then he finally told her that he was going to go to the gas station and he would come back by and get her for her to get her bag ready, because she had her backpack with her. Ashley was in, what do you call it? Cherie, help me. The schooling that she was in.
The what?
Cosmetology school. Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't think of the word. Good Lord. She was in cosmetology school, so she carried a backpack like a purse. So he left to go to the gas station, but he never came back. And the ride to Delphi is about an hour, a little over an hour, and he did not show back up until almost midnight. And when he showed back up, he was not with Mikey Hiddle. He was with Nicole Bowen and Talitha Beckley in Nicole's car. So this is the trailer that we're discussing tonight. And as you can see, it has like this handicap ramp this end of the trailer is technically the front of the trailer. So that open space in the front of the trailer here, that's pretty much where you park your car. However, Jasmine had a padlock on the front door of her trailer. According to Garrett, if you want to believe what he says, in his interview, he claimed that there was a padlock on Jasmine's front door because she said she had a warrant out for her arrest. So I guess the padlock would have required the police to kick in her door, which I guess would have given her time to jet out the back. So I don't know who she thought she was going to be keeping out, but anyway, so what they were doing, what Jasmine had people doing during this time was they park in the front, and then to the left side of the picture where that the grate, like the white grating is at the bottom of the, well, let's make it simple, where the flower bed is on the left-hand side, you would walk past that and go all the way to the back of the trailer, and there was a addition added on, and you would enter through there. So that's how people were getting in and out. And so that is the door that they were coming and going from. So when they came in that night, when Garrett got there, let me see if I can do something here really quick. Give me one sec. I meant to pull that in here and I didn't. I actually have, if I can find it. A layout of the inside of Jasmine's trailer. And you can see how, where did it go? Sorry guys, just give me one second. Okay, so inside, so pretend that, so instead of the far right hand corner, the far right hand side is the master bedroom, which is completely in the back of the house. To the left end where it says parking, that is what we're looking for. That's where we're looking at in that original photo of outside of the trailer. That makes sense. So when Garrett, Nicole, and Talitha returned to the trailer that night, back here on the far right end, Ashley and Jasmine were in this back bedroom, the master bedroom. Garrett, they walked across the front of the trailer, which is at the very top where it says enclosed front porch. That's the front door. That's where that handicap ramp is. They walked past the front door all the way to the back of the trailer, to behind the trailer and around, and where this yellow walkway is where they entered the trailer into, and there was an addition put on, and actually it was like two additions with like a breezeway. It's very strange. But they come in the back of the trailer right here by this back door, right outside these two black X's down here on the bottom. The black X that's next to this where it says sofa. Jasmine had a sofa in her bedroom. That sofa was sitting right there. That is the doorway to her bedroom. This other X to the left of that is the doorway. Where the red X is in the center of the living room is where everything went down. Right here at where it says kitchen, and that white bar right there was an island. That's where it all took place. So I'm going to pull this off and I'm going to show you. I've got a couple of pictures. She's Hi Candy. Are you familiar with Jasmine? This is a picture that the police took when they served the search warrant. So this would be right as you walk in the front door. This is the living room. Now, this picture right here, see the wood island that separates the living room into the kitchen? And there's the white trash can at the end of the island. On right here on this wood flooring area is where that red X is on that diagram I just showed you. This is where everything went down. This little cabinet right here on the left-hand side where the TV is sitting on, you can see all the cords. There's a surround sound system underneath of there. This is where Garrett got the extension cord from, and he unplugged it from the TV. And I believe the surround sound system was also plugged into the extension cord. But if you go back over here to the island and you see where the white trash can is at the end of the island, and you start walking down that hallway to where you see the lighting coming from the door, that is the bedroom door. Right here is the door from that room, right behind that bedroom door. Any questions? Hi, Travis. Travis got pulled away. Maybe when I don't know, how far are you away from home? Because if you have time, you can join and just talk. But do you have any questions about the layout of the trailer? So Ashley was left here with this girl, Jasmine, that she had never met before. She had only met her the night before, when Garrett went out there Wednesday evening, supposedly to get a tattoo, which never happened. She wakes up in the morning. Mikey Hiddle was already there when Ashley woke up, and him and Garrett were leaving. So she ended up being left there and spent the day at this girl's trailer. And Ashley said, for the most part, Jasmine was cordial and friendly. But I think the best way I can describe it is Ashley said that she felt like Jasmine was annoyed. And Ashley did not have a working phone. She had a phone, an old phone of Garrett's, but it wasn't connected to any account where you could call out. And it only would connect to Wi-Fi, but it wouldn't. Basically, Jasmine at this time was stealing Wi-Fi from the neighbor. She wasn't paying for her own Wi-Fi. So if Ashley was trying to get a hold of someone to come and get her, and Jasmine was giving her shit about using her phone. So at some point during the day, she knew that Garrett was going to Delphi. She knew Garrett was going to Jason Palladino's. So Garrett did not have a working phone either. And the only way that she knew she could try to reach him would be to reach out to Talitha Beckley, because she knew that Talitha Beckley lived on Jason Palladino's property. So she started making Facebook calls from Jasmine's phone to Talitha's Facebook, asking Talitha, and when we get to Talitha, we'll go over all of that, but she started making phone calls asking, have you seen Garrett? Do you know where he's at? Do you know where I am? He left me out here and I'm getting worried. I don't know if he's ever going to come back. She's an hour and a half away from home with no transportation. And really no way to get a hold of anybody. And at one point, she reached out to her grandmother, and her grandmother would not go get her. And her grandmother regrets that to this day. So she's left sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting. She said Jasmine was cleaning, so she offered to help. And Jasmine was hanging posters. I don't know exactly where. I think she hung something in this living room. Let me see. Is there a poster or something on the wall here? Yeah, it looks like there is. Now this is just my speculation, because I'm just, putting together all of the pieces of the puzzle. They were using tape, or Jasmine was using tape, and Ashley was helping her. I don't know if Ashley was handing her tape or if Ashley ever picked up whatever roll of tape that she was using. However, I'm going to pull up when Ashley went into the police station, the phone that she had that had no service, she took in and gave to the detectives. This phone, as you can see, has no backing on the back of it to keep the battery in. So that morning, Ashley had used a roll of tape, this black, thinner piece of tape, to tape in the battery to the phone. Consequently, this roll of black tape, which I can't show you, was actually used on Nicole around her mouth and her head. Garrett used that same roll, and I don't know if he exhausted the whole roll of tape, whether it doesn't matter, but that roll of tape was put in the blanket with Nicole when Garrett rolled her up. And consequently, Ashley's DNA was on that cardboard tube. Ashley's DNA wasn't on anything that bound Nicole. It wasn't on the blanket. There was nothing about the tape that Ashley the DNA came up on in anything. So all we can do is speculate if this was considered, possibly touch DNA. It's not a very large quantity, but this was the phone that was turned in with the tape on it, and she even, I believe, I can't remember if we're going to get to her interrogation videos next. I can't remember if she discussed that in her interrogation video. Do you, Cherie? If she talks about her putting the tape on it when she turned that.
If you mean Jasmine, or
No, I'm talking about when Ashley went in with that phone. Did Ashley tell the detectives in the interrogation video that I had to put tape on here? Hope the battery in.
I'm not sure. I think so, but I can't swear to it.
Okay. So Jasmine's cleaning, Ashley's there, and she's at this point made several phone calls to Talitha Beckley, wanting to know, has Garrett showed up out there yet? And Talitha completely lied and said she had not seen Garrett, when she actually, at one point, I believe one of the phone calls came in where she was in the car, when Talitha was in the car with Mikey Hiddle, driving to Mikey Hiddle's apartment. Because when Garrett and Mikey Hiddle arrived at Jason Palladino's compound, they did what they did there. And then, according to Mikey Hiddle, the three of them, Talitha said she wanted to go too. The three of them got in Mikey's car and were pulling out when Nicole pulled in. Garrett gets out of the car, gets into the car with Nicole. And apparently both cars were supposed to be traveling to Mikey Hiddle's house. However, Mikey and Talitha get there, and Nicole and Garrett don't arrive until like an hour later. So basically, we have no idea where Garrett and Nicole went during that time frame. And when everybody is interviewed, which Mikey was not interviewed by, I don't believe that Mikey was ever interviewed by Detective Rowe. But all the way through this case and all the way through trial, no one ever discussed the fact that Garrett and Nicole spent the evening at Mikey Hiddle's apartment. So that's a really interesting tidbit. And at the time, Ashley didn't know either. She didn't know where he had been. And for him to show up with Nicole and Talitha, her first inkling was, oh crap, they're gonna mess me up, because her and Garrett had been broken up, and he had been dating Nicole, and actually had posted on his Facebook that they were engaged, and and Talitha and Ashley never really got along either. Talitha did not like Ashley, but we found out why. That was because if you go back through the course of this series that we're doing, and you listen to Garrett's interrogation video, during this whole entire time, he was also being intimate with Talitha, which would explain why Talitha wasn't a fan really of Nicole or Ashley, because she was intimate with Garrett. So, any questions so far? Cherie, do you want to add anything?
No, you're covering it well.
So we are now at midnight, and we are going to go right into Jasmine's interrogation video, because instead of me explaining to you what happened and then watch the video, the video is very self-explanatory. I think I don't know what Jasmine knew. I can't speculate. I have my opinions, and we did find out, thanks to some research that Streets of Bakerfield did, that during this time, and correct me if I'm wrong, Streets, around this time, Jasmine's mother was working at the Newton County Jail, where all 5 of these individuals were held in custody. So we're going to start, and I'll let it go. I don't want to interrupt it too much. But if you guys have questions or you don't understand what she's talking about, put the question in the chat. Use the question mark emoji in the front, and we'll get going.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. And just hang tight for a minute. Jasmine, like I said, I'm Detective Rowe from the Sheriff's Office here, and Sergeant Wilson here, okay?
I got water in my ears, sorry.
Sergeant Wilson, Detective Rowe from the Sheriff's Office, okay? What we need to do is talk to you about some things, okay? But first, I'm going to read you, you're right, it's standard that we do this, okay? I'm not saying that you're under arrest or anything like that, because you're not.
All right.
But we just need to talk to you about some things that happened out at your place, okay?
Okay.
And so you can give us maybe some clarification on that. All right, a second. And time. Okay. Do you mind moving your water over a little bit? Okay. So, these are suffice the rights. I'll read them to you, okay? So just DM Road, Detective 42-2019, 3:44 p.m. New County Sheriff's Office. Your rights before you ask any questions. You must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have
I'm going to fast forward through the Miranda. And Travis, Ashley, I'm going to answer Travis's question real quick. Ashley didn't post that on Facebook. Garrett posted that on his Facebook, that him and Nicole were engaged.
the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you.
And when was that? Was it sometime in February? Was
Okay,
it?
so.
Yes, it was. I think it was mid-February or the beginning of March.
I've been at the guy's house.
What's that?
I've been at the guy's house for 2 days.
Who's that?
Daniel Hart,
Where's he live?
Milford.
Okay, I didn't know that guy.
We used to date back in the day.
So you're over there romantically?
Yeah.
Okay, so what time did you get back home today?
1:30, 2 o'clock, maybe.
Okay, and so what did you think when you seen that search warrant?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on, so I was like, well, if I did something wrong, then they would be here, so I was sat there and took that.
But it's your home.
Right. Well, my door's been kicked in the past month from my ex-boyfriend, so.
Okay. What did the search warrant say?
Something about homicide?
Okay. Do you know what the definition of that is?
No.
The killing of another human being?
Oh.
Now, do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Okay. Between Wednesday night, okay? So, I'm gonna help you out here. Between Wednesday the 20th of March, so a little over a week ago, to Saturday, as in this is Tuesday, 2 days ago Saturday,
Okay.
3 days ago Saturday. Tell me what you did between Wednesday and Saturday.
2 days ago, I went to Milford, and I've been there since.
What day?
I was there 2 nights.
When did you go over?
I went there about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night.
Just what day did you go over?
2 days ago.
So, Sunday?
Yeah. I don't even know what day of the week it is right now.
Well, it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
So you went over Sunday about midnight?
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you do before that? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
I slept for about 2 days before that, because I was sleeping off a high.
Okay, high of what?
No.
Okay. On what night would you have gotten that high that you got to sleep 2 days off?
Been 2 days. So once, I think there's Sunday night, Saturday night. So Friday night, Saturday night, and we were sleeping.
Well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
And then my phone tells me everything. I don't know, honestly.
Okay. So we could probably look at that here in a
Oh
minute.
yeah,
That would help.
definitely.
Okay. Do you want to get that? It's just right out on this table for phone.
I was in a car accident. I don't have very good memory.
Okay.
So
I understand. We'll try to work on it. Also, before you get it. Before you go looking through and stuff like that, you just have to consider the search, meaning that you're going to allow me to look at it and stuff like that. So. Okay. I'm going to read this to you first, okay? And then I'll have you sign it. Same thing, my name, the date, the time, the location. You're just going to put your name, your date of birth. Have been informed of the following. I have not been promised anything in exchange for consent to this search. I have not been threatened in any way to force or compel me to give this voluntary consent to search my mobile device. I fully understand anything found in the search of my mobile device may be used against me in court of law. I have the right to refuse the removal of data and or search of my mobile device. I am sober, competent, sufficiently intelligent to understand this form and my rights. I can read, write, and understand English language, which we're reading it to you anyway. I have received the following formal education. You're just going to put the grade that you last completed. I understand I have the right to consult with an attorney prior to giving consent, and that's why we're just asking for you to help us out here, figure this stuff out. I authorize a law enforcement officer to take possession and or conduct a complete search. I'm not at that point now, but I'm still ready to. I authorize a law enforcement officer to take possession and or conduct a complete search of the following, which is a cell phone. And the aforementioned equipment will be subject to data duplication imaging for forensic analysis for any data pertinent to the incident or the criminal investigation that we're looking at.
My keys are back.
Yeah, and if we, and that's why I'm gonna ask for a look at it, and then I'm gonna ask if we could do a data duplication on it, just meaning we're just gonna plug it in and just take some data from it, but you're still gonna have everything on it. It's just duplicating whatever's on it. So it's not like it's erasing it or anything like that.
I don't believe my switches.
Just data duplication is all it's doing. Okay, transferring files through different methods. I hereby authorize, and that'll be me. Deputy County Sheriff's Office conducted a complete search of my mobile device or article and all of its contents data within a period of 30 days. We just do that in case someone says, hey, I'm not going to be around for 2 weeks. Go ahead and do it, and I'll just pick it up whenever I can be back and pick it up. If you need the phone, we'll do it quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so the make and model is Samsung.
Galaxy
Okay.
6.
Serial number, you probably don't know that. Do you have a lock or anything on it?
No.
Okay, let's do it together. If you just want to go to settings. Okay, just go to, that's apps. You should have a small wheel. There you go. And then we're going to, right there, Galaxy J7. J7, okay. No, you're fine. You're fine, sure. And
This is a buddy's phone before it was mine, though. I am going to say that much.
okay.
And he's not a good person around here, so.
Okay, what?
He's not a good person around here, so.
Okay. Who is it?
Zach Lovely.
Okay. So how long have you had it though?
He put my chip in the phone. That should be able, I don't know anything about that. My boyfriend says that I should be able to tell him when I got it and everything.
But I mean, when did you physically get it from?
Maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a month and 2 weeks. I didn't even know it was a Galaxy till last night.
R2 AJ7 48 182P. What's your phone number?
I have no idea. It's a text app.
Is it text now?
Yeah. 250 something. 219, 250 something.
Eight 638-135.
It used to be when I put minutes on it, but it ran on minutes.
Okay.
I just use Wi-Fi.
Right, but that's the number assigned to it?
Yeah.
And you're the registered owner, I mean, I understand it's Wi-Fi, but it's your phone.
But yeah, it's my phone, but I'm sure it's in someone else's name.
Jasmine
Parker.
Did you used to have a Clark?
Yep, Clark from Indian.
That's your maiden name?
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
That's a Ricky basket.
Your name, date of birth, your highest education.
Like I completed 8th grade.
That's fine.
I got my GED.
Okay.
So.
And sign, and then print, date and time. Four two 2019. Yep.
I just put the same time as you did.
Close enough. Here's some sign about that. Okay, I'm just gonna look at a couple things, okay? Where did you need to look? Where did you need to look?
Like for
To
whatever
know
date.
what's, yeah.
Probably Facebook.
And
Good apps. There you go. Messenger, yeah. I would be able to tell on the messages. It's a chick I was in jail with. It's a chick I was in jail with.
so Mikey, she'll say, what's up, Mom said there's cops at the track.
Yeah, Mom said there was like 10 cops at the trailer and they had shotguns. And I asked him if no, but he said some of the people I was hanging out with.
Okay. I want to know, your trailer came up in the investigation, okay? Between Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday and Saturday. A bunch of people were over there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Take me from there.
See, Chris had some friends come over.
Chris?
That was
Okay. What day?
days ago. I'd say. It was gone for 2, I slept about 2. Yeah, I'd say about 6 days.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wednesday night? I'm asking you.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay. About Wednesday night?
I'd be able to tell you from the Facebook, yeah.
Okay, go there real quick.
Let's see. March 28th. Alright, Ashley, it's at 12:30, maybe the 27th. They came the 27th.
27th,
Yeah.
11:37 p.m.
They're gonna get in trouble for this, right? I mean, I'm the avid drug user, it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna lie about it.
No, I know that. I'm just needing you to be honest about everything that we're going to talk about. What's a bit?
Huh?
What's a bit? Smoke a bit.
Smoke some dope.
That's like,
I don't smoke it, so
oh.
rub your teeth out.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
Came over to business, left. Was shaking this dude, and Chris's friends were there. We all partied for a while.
Who were they?
G is what they kept calling him. I think his first name is Garth.
Okay.
And then her name is Ashley.
Ashley.
Yeah, that's all I know.
And who was the other girl?
That was it. And then, I mean, my cousin and his girlfriend came over, but they already left. And then it was just us 4. Me and Chris went in my bedroom. They were out in the living room. Chris got all weird like he always does. Left. That was like morning, 5, 6 a.m. They were sleeping. They got up.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Would that be the guy named G or Garrett?
Yep. Just thinner, yeah.
Dinner. Well, this girl.
It's Ashley.
Okay. So who's all there? Gary, Ashley. Did you say another girl? No.
No, me and Chris.
You and Chris, who else?
And that's it. After my cousin and his old lady left.
No. Who are they?
Yeah, Chris. There's another kid named Chris, and I never did catch her name. It didn't matter.
Chris what?
Offshore.
Offshore?
Yeah, so
Okay. And then you're talking about this Chris as being Chris who?
Chris Mathis and I were still in the house with them too.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Chris ended up leaving. He left all day that day. He packed all his shit, he left. Because he kept saying he gets weird when he gets high.
Listen, Jasmine, you've seen the search warrant, okay?
Right.
We're investigating a homicide,
Right.
okay? Are you a trailer?
Right.
So, I don't have time to sit
I
here
know, I'm trying to...
all day and a day for you to tell me a bunch of BS that really makes no difference to me. I want to know what happened inside your trailer that a body was killed, period.
Seriously, I don't...
Because you were there. I got
don't
several
know.
people putting you there.
I don't know what...
I'm not saying you're involved in doing it, but you were there. So,
What do you mean I was there?
you were there. It's your home. You were there. You were inside. Plain simple. So we got two choices. If you're going to be a witness or a suspect. That's it. You're going to make that determination. And I'm bringing you in here to allow you, to afford you that opportunity. Because if not, I'd throw a search warrant on you and an arrest warrant and be done. Don't give two craps about your side of the story. And just put you behind bars and let you deal with it. Or I bring you in here and I sit you down and ask you. So that's the difference.
Look, you gonna make sure I'm fucking safe after this, or what?
We'll do our best.
No, there ain't no best.
Well, I don't know what you're about to tell me, but I know what the facts are. Let us deal with that, okay? We don't know what we can do until you start talking to us, and then absolutely we will. We're not going to turn our backs on you, but you need to be truthful, period.
I was in my fucking bedroom washing laundry. My bathtub, because I don't have a washer. I heard something happen in the living room afterward. I didn't see shit.
What happened after that?
I heard Mo talking about it.
Heard who?
Gee,
G isn't Garrett. Talking about it, doing what?
he got rid of this girl.
Okay, well, got rid of. I need to know what happened
I
before
don't
got rid of.
I don't know.
But you're all
She
inside the
fucking
home.
God.
I know that, but you were all inside the home.
I was in my bathroom fucking doing laundry. Like, I'm already urine. I swear to God.
But it happened in your home.
I know.
So you need to start, I get it. If you didn't have your hands on it, that's one thing, but you need to start really thinking what you heard. And tell me every little thing and let me figure out if it's useful or not. So you were in your bedroom, or your bathroom.
Doing laundry.
So you're washing dryers in your bathroom.
No, I don't have a washer.
Okay.
I do it by hand. So the water's running, I don't hear nothing, the music's playing, we're all high. I wasn't paying no attention to what was going on. I know that fucking Ashley was back there, she was talking, they were fighting.
Who was fighting?
Gene, Garrett and fucking Ashley.
Okay.
That's what they do now. And
What happened when you walked out? What did you see?
I didn't see nothing. My house was wrecked.
Okay, so what was Garrett?
So I figured they, got in an argument. He said he'd slapped her. Crying like she always does.
Okay. What happened inside your home, Jasmine? You know that body we discovered?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Okay, I seen it on your phone.
Yeah, I
You had
know.
a press release right in front of it.
I know.
She came from your house. So either you're going to be a witness or you're going to be a suspect in it.
I'm not going to be a suspect.
Then you got to start talking to me then. I already know a lot of things. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm not going to ask you a question if I don't know the answer to it, because then we're just going to do this shit in a circle, and we're never going to get nowhere.
Truthfully, I was fucking.
But you're not. You started the right direction, and then you realize, shit, I seen too much, or I did something, I didn't say something. Not worried about that. But you've got to be truthful from this point forward. The rest of your life depends on.
Fucking G dude is.
Hey, look at me. Don't worry about G. Let us deal with G. You need to be truthful, though. Unless you want to be sitting in a cell block for the rest of your life, too. What happened inside you? Let us deal with G. Come on, Jasmine. Just let it go and you'll feel a lot better. I hope that you have some remorse, or at least you have some part of what happened to that poor girl. Just take me through, replay in your mind of what happened when you walked out of the bathroom.
When I walked out of the bathroom, he was tired.
G?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought these guys were real kids for me, but he was real tired, and I knew he'd smacked her. I heard that.
What do you mean tired?
Wore out. Like
after you ran, you're tired, and you're up.
Oh, more than that.
More than that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
Like 7 hours, and he almost fell asleep. There was another chick there, but I don't remember that chick's name.
Come on, Jasmine.
There was an older lady there, but I don't remember her name.
Would you know it if I asked you? Yes or no? Would you know it if I mentioned it?
Talisa?
Right. Yeah. Talisa. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Keep going, Jasmine.
He was wore out. And he left. He kept leaving and coming back, leaving and coming back. And I told him, couldn't have traffic like that. They started getting loud and fucking stupid like always. Left for like 3 or 4 hours. Maybe it wasn't quite 4. 2 or 3 maybe. He left for a while and then came back.
I understand that, and all that stuff happened. But Jasmine, there was a poor girl killed inside your trailer. You went from walking out to basically when he came back. I need everything in between.
I was in the bathroom doing the laundry.
Jasmine, I'm not going to give you details of the case, but it is not something that happened quick, and it is not something that you could not have known about. Period. We're not even going to negotiate that. I've been at the crime. I've been completely involved in this 24/7 for the last handful of days. I know everything about this case. There's no way in hell that you did not know what happened. I'm not saying you did it, but don't lie and say that you didn't even know what happened.
I was doing laundry. Like, I'm down in the water with the water running and the music playing.
I get that.
I'm already hard hearing.
I get that. But you need to quit being worried about G. You really want to give up the rest of your life for G? That's the road you're going down. Just be truthful and let us deal with everything after that. What happened to the girl?
I just heard what they were saying.
You had to be inside the home when it happened.
I was doing laundry.
Jasmine, you're not going to like the road that you're choosing to go down.
That's the way it is.
No, it's not though.
Yeah, it is.
You're just afraid of you talking. Do you not want some closure for that girl's family?
More than anything, it's horrible.
No, she got kids, right? Little kids.
Jasmine, we're just asking you to be truthful. It happened in your home. Everybody's high, I get it.
I don't know why I don't pay attention to shit except me.
What did Garrett say?
Something about the stupid bitch and fucking, they got rid of her. And then I heard about the body.
Who's
Two and two.
Who's they? You said they got rid of her.
And then buddy.
Him and a buddy?
Yeah.
Who's that? Jasmine, I already know. Girl, I already know. Just say it. Jasmine, just say it. Jasmine, who is it? Mathis. What's his first name? Jasmine, I don't know what it is. Chris Mathis, okay? What'd they do?
Whatever to say, they got rid of it.
How did they kill a girl and get rid of the body? Get rid of the body, I get. How did they kill a girl in your trailer and you not see something?
I was doing laundry.
Do you have nightmares from what you've seen that night?
No, I didn't see shit. I swear to God, I didn't see nothing. I just kept the conscience of my mother. If that was my kid, dude, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Tell me what happened inside there that you know, Jasmine.
That's all I know.
Who else was in the trailer when it happened? You, G, you said Ashley, his girlfriend, an older lady, Talitha, Chris.
Chris wasn't there.
Okay.
He came back with Chris.
But
So
Chris
I
came
heard
down.
talking.
Chris came down,
Yeah,
and he was there.
other Chris. Matt says, yeah. He came down because G called him to go get him.
So what was the other Chris's name?
My cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you said he was coming down, but you said
No,
Chris Mathis.
that was earlier. We got high and then he left way earlier. Didn't have.
So you, G, Ashley, the victim, and Talitha were all inside that trailer when it happened.
I didn't even know they were there.
I get it. But you were all inside that trailer when it happened.
Apparently, yeah.
And you're trying to tell me that you didn't see
Swear to God, I didn't.
what they did to this poor girl.
No.
Who have you talked to since to find out what they did? Because I know that you've reached out to somebody. We have technology on our side.
Mikey. This is how I found out.
Okay, was Mikey there?
No.
Was he there earlier?
No. Well, wait. Maybe earlier. He's always coming by. But
Was he inside the trailer when it happened?
no.
What did Mikey say? What did you, Mikey, say? Jasmine, I already know answers
I don't
to the question.
think we ever talked about anything like that.
Why did you throw his name out there?
Because that's who was always there. That's who I did reach. You said who I reached out
Who did you
to.
talk to about this mess after? Because we're all human. We're all like, oh shit, I feel like shit. I mean, my God, something happened in my place. Shit is gonna go bad
When you
real
sent me
soon.
that, the new county had found the body, I called him.
And what did you say?
He's like, you're hanging around some shitty people.
And what did you say?
I think I know that. I need to quit it. I want to go to rehab. I want to quit all this.
What else did you tell him?
I don't know. He came by and got me and we left.
Jasmine, you guys talked. What did you tell him? I'm seriously sitting here trying to help you.
I don't remember. I really
You talked
don't.
about the incident. It's human nature. You gotta talk to somebody about it. That's a
I've never
horrific
talked-
event.
Didn't see anything to talk about.
But you talked about it.
What
Why
I
are you
heard.
looking at me like I'm surprised?
I heard. That's it.
You talked to him about what you heard?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you used to have a, trying to start that. All right, give me a minute. I'm really just deciding if I want to sit here and talk with you or just go ahead and work the case. I'm really deciding that, so give me a second, okay? So I'm trying to help you out. I don't know. I'm going to get mixed feelings on this. I really, that's why we came out to bring you in here, so I honestly could just sit here and truly have a heart-to-heart with you.
I really am.
And I'm just not feeling like you really get two shits.
No, I do, or I wouldn't fucking say a word on a snitch.
There's a difference between snitch on someone because they're throwing some rock out the window or something. There's another about some girl's fucking life taken.
If I would have seen that, I would have called the cops instantly. I'm a mother.
You got a search warrant with homicide word on it, and you...
I didn't know what fucking homicide is. I didn't even graduate in 9th grade.
I'm just telling you, I'm seriously trying to help you. Just please think about that here in a minute, okay? I'll be back in.
I'm a fucking drug addict.
I'm not worried about that, girl. Seriously, okay? That's the least thing right now. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not judging you for that. I'm just asking you to be truthful. Even the most hardcore drug addict knows right and wrong, and the truth or lie. Simple as that. Okay? Just think.
Okay, I'll just take a quick break while they leave the room, and I'll fast forward it to when they come back. You guys have any questions so far? Her and Chris Mathis were living together, and I think they were an on-again, off-again couple. So she really didn't want to tell on him, apparently, but she did. So if you have any questions, let's get them out before I move this on. Sheree, do you have anything you want to add?
No. Well, earlier somebody was asking whether why she was having trouble remembering whether it was drugs, and I had said drugs and selective memory. What are your thoughts to that?
I think it was probably a little bit of both. This was in Rebecca Ann. This was in 2019, and no, she's not the mother of Chris's baby. Yeah, you'll find out. I'm trying to see if I can just we can go to the one on YouTube and see if we can use the subtitles there. But here, I believe this is when those two detectives leave, that another detective comes in and starts talking with her. And that's where you learn she's actually an informant. He discusses with her the work that she's done for them about what goes on in another trailer park. So let me see if I can pull that over here. Do you guys feel like it's really quiet? The audio on here is really quiet. These tapes, when we had to convert these videos, because when we got them, they were on CDs, and no program we had would open them. It was really strange. And then Travis figured out he converted them, and they all had to be converted. So there's like glitches in the audio for some reason. I don't know why. Let me see here. Do you guys think subtitles would be better? trying to go through here. Okay, I've got it. They're all saying, yeah. Cherie, when I play this, tell me if we're on the, if I'm in the right place.
And that's, I mean, that's not your friend.
Oh, he did a lot more than that. He told my mom he's back on dope and shit.
So how does
I didn't know that today.
Are we past this, Cherie?
It seems like she didn't have her sweatshirt off yet where we left off, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because they left and she had her hands up, like almost looked like she had cuffs on. I don't
Yeah.
think she did, but.
Okay.
All right, Jasmine.
Yeah, I think she takes it off while they leave the room.
Okay.
I don't know. I was doing laundry. I swear to God.
Did you have a multicolored scarf inside? Do you have like a silk scarf inside the house?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Go ahead.
It's on my lamp in my living room.
Okay. What lamp was that?
It's a tall stand-up, literally it's got a piece of glass around it.
Okay.
In my living room.
So when you walk into the living room.
Yeah, when you first walk in, there's like two couches, one sitting this way, one this way. There's a lamp right in the middle of it. And on that lamp, there's like little sculpt things, and that scarf was there.
Okay. Where did that scarf come from?
My kids bought it for me.
Right. Your kids bought it for you. I knew that.
You said something else, what did you say?
She's wanting to, she knows that scarf is tied around the poor girl. But her kid bought it, she just doesn't want to come off of that. Did you physically tie it around the girl?
No, I didn't.
Then stop covering for fucking
I did
people.
not.
Then stop covering for
I
them.
didn't see anything.
But you see that scarf that your baby kids bought you that they fucking used.
No, I just know that it's gone. Kids look at the fucking TV. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I know, there's a cord missing off the TV in there.
No, I can't even turn it on. I don't know.
Right. That little flat screen TV in the living room, right?
Yeah.
The plug's in the side, right?
Yeah.
Did I not tell you already know?
I don't know. I just fucking turned it on and it works. It won't work.
Because it's missing a cord?
I apparently the one that plugs it in the wall.
Well, did you look?
Well, yeah.
Did you see it missing something?
Yeah.
What?
The cord that plugs into the wall.
Where'd that cord go?
I don't know.
Jasmine, girl.
I really didn't. Like it was.
I don't try to help people this much. I really don't. What do you think they did with it?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
But you do know, girl, and you're trying to
No,
get out
I
of your
know.
way.
I swear to God, I don't know.
Do you have a blanket? Where's that gray blanket from inside the home? Where'd it come from?
Wait, what?
The gray blanket.
If you got hit, even as a passenger or in an Uber, you need to try this.
So you were recently injured in a car accident, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got 160 grand from that too, right?
Sorry, guys, we're live on
Yeah,
YouTube.
pretty
So I
nuts.
could share my screen,
Lots of
so we
people,
got to deal with these
unfortunately, don't know how much
stupid
money they can
little
claim for their
commercials. Sorry.
Then gray blanket. Where'd you have one inside the home? Did you have one inside?
I don't know.
It's a real thin, like ruler felt type blanket. Where did you have one at?
There's a bunch of sheets in the spare room.
What spare room?
When you first walk in, the living room's right there, and then a room right there, and then another room. And that first room is where I keep all the sheets and stuff. Sheets and pillowcases and shit for when people stay over.
Where at again? Where's the room?
Yeah, there's a living room, and there's a bedroom, and then another bedroom and a bathroom.
Yes.
That first bedroom is where I keep spare, like, clothes and stuff
Where
like
do you-
that.
Where, in the bedroom or in the closet?
It'd be in the closet, it's an open closet. Right? Where you keep sheets.
Did you have a gray one in there?
I honestly don't know.
If I showed you a picture?
I'm colorblind. Seriously. I have lots of sheets, dude.
What about tape?
There's tape in everybody's house. Like, plenty of tape.
Did you have tape inside packaging tape, the white tape? Where is that located?
White tape.
Wide.
White. Has it been in the wider room? I'd imagine. As far as tape is.
Did you have any tan packaging tape?
My mom used to live there. She was a hoarder. I had lots of fucking weird shit. Tape, fucking medical tape, and regular tape.
Did you go with them when they dumped the girl? About that? And tell me what you saw when you walked in the front room.
Shit. I never walked in that front room. When I walked in that front room, the movie case thing, the Adelaide movie sitting there was all broken up. I started bitching about that. And he said that him and Tuckett overall got into it, Ashley. And that broke. I didn't pay no attention on
What
I
happened
was
to-
looking for laundry.
Who's this girl?
Never dealt with her, so I don't know.
What body did they get rid of?
I don't even know. I haven't heard the name.
So you're trying to tell me that you don't know that girl, and that they killed someone inside your home, but you didn't see it. You don't know that girl, but they dumped the body.
You know what? I'm done then. If you're gonna be an ass, it's cool. Like, I've shared quite a bit of information. Not all of it, right? Yeah, I have. Everything I fucking know.
I don't think you would be this emotional. I don't think it would hurt you that much unless you physically saw.
No, because it's just so guilty because I'm a fucking mom. And I fucking ratted out Chris.
But Chris did what he did, not you, right? You're saying you didn't have any
I
involvement?
didn't have any involvement, I didn't do shit.
What door did G take the body out of?
I don't know.
What vehicle did they use?
I don't know.
You know what vehicle they used?
I was fucking go outside.
I mean, they didn't talk?
No. If they do, I don't barely have a fucking hero. They do that shit on purpose.
Was your TV plugged into the wall or an extension cord or what?
I need an extension cord because the one plug-in doesn't work. It keeps falling out.
So what, don't the actual outlet?
Yeah, the actual outlet keeps falling out. So you have to use the extension cord into almost the bar, where the bar is in the kitchen.
There's a bar right there. There's a outlet bar that was right where your
Yeah,
internet
the
router was
microwave.
plugged in.
Yeah, the microwave and the TV plugs into that because the extension or that plug-in on that wall doesn't work right. It keeps falling out like it doesn't matter.
So the cord wouldn't have been long enough to reach all the way over to the
Yeah,
cord.
yeah, and it's
So
the microwave too.
what was the extension cord like?
Extension cord.
I know, I mean, do you know what color it was?
Colorblind. It's
Short
dark.
one, short one, long one?
Honestly, I think they're all short in the house. I think I have like 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of them are all short.
I seen a few in there.
Yeah.
The ones I seen in there were about 6 feet long and they were brown. Basically, you had an extension cord and you just had like a long flat plug like that and you plug one,
Right.
2 or 3 things
Yeah.
into it. Or 2 things probably.
Yeah. And then I got a bunch of them bar things that we plug in.
So that was pretty much consistent with what was plugged in.
Yeah, this is always.
It wasn't like some 25-foot long orange cord or something.
Yeah. I wouldn't have the huge, it's like outside one.
Jasmine, I wasn't trying to be nasty with you, but that photo I showed you was the victim. So you don't really want to tell me now that she's in your home, because I know she was.
No, I swear to God, I never seen that girl before.
Well, then how did something happen inside your home and a body be carried out and you not see that girl? That's who it was. Jasmine, I'm telling you, that's the victim. As of last month, that's what she looked like. You don't want to know what she looks like now. I would never do that to you. It's horrible. Just please tell me what she was doing at home.
I don't know. I didn't even know anybody else was there.
But she was in the home. Jasmine, but she was in the home.
I've never seen her.
Jasmine, she had kids. You have kids, right? I would work just as hard for you on your behalf if something happened as I'm doing for her. But I'm asking you to walk alongside me and help me out here. I want to walk alongside you against you, okay? Did you bring that girl up?
I don't know.
You didn't see that girl in that room.
I've never seen anybody. I've never seen shit.
Jasmine, I'm not saying to ask, that's just a girl.
I've never seen her. I swear to God. Me and Ashley were in the bathroom. I was doing laundry. There was my period blood all over the blanket. My period blood all over my blanket. And I was more concerned about getting that fucking thing out of my brand new sheet than anything.
Did you have, what color was that blanket that you're washing? What color was it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Did it have a print on it or anything like that?
No, it's the sheet that goes on my bed.
Just a solid color then,
Yeah, it's like double keen or something like
like the flowers on it.
that.
Do you have, where was the comforter inside the home? That was like a cream color, I know you're colorblind, but by patterns. It was like a cream color with flowers, where'd that come from?
Flowers? That was
Small flowers or something.
No, not my house. Nope.
Do you have a comforter like that?
No, I don't do flowers.
I don't know if it's free.
Zebra print are the cheapest shit, but yeah,
If
and then
it's free,
solid colors.
If it's free,
I
I'd
do,
take it. you
yeah,
know?
no, I do solid colors, man, boys, all boys. They're weird about shit like that, you don't do flowers.
Yeah, I get that. Don't mean it wasn't a spare blanket folded up somewhere.
It was my mom had it.
But I mean, you live in a home, do you remember seeing it?
No, I don't ever remember seeing that.
Where's Chris at? You know we gotta talk to him, guys. And you know what? Hey, you have my word, I'm willing to sit like this and talk to him. But I'm literally one stroke of a pen away from not worrying about talking to him. And he can deal with it the rest of his life the hard way. But I'm willing to sit down and talk to him like this, but I'm running out of time and patience.
He came by 2 days ago, right before I went to Daniel's, and said he was going to that town, and he asked me if I wanted to go, and I said, no. I was done with him,
Why were you done with him?
because he's crazy.
Because
I'm done doing dope, I'm done with that.
You knew what he did, right?
No, I'm just tired of him being shady and sneaky.
But you've heard him.
No, he was
Did you-
sleeping with other girls, it was different.
So him carrying a body, does it bother you? I mean, you openly, I'm not trying to trick you up, Jay. But you
Yes.
knew that.
Yeah, when I heard him say that, I was into that. Whether he did or not.
Have you talked to him since the last 2 days?
No, he blocked me on Facebook, you can look.
He blocked you?
Yes,
Why would he do that?
because I asked him to.
Why would you block him? Why would you ask him to block you?
Because I love him to death.
Why would you ask him to block you then?
He's reading the message. I asked him to block me because I didn't have the guts to do it. If he cared about me, he'd block me.
You certainly really care for Chris.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't
I mean,
know.
Did you have a relationship before?
Yeah,
For how long?
a while.
How long's it why?
A couple years.
So is Daniel guy just a side thing and you really just have feelings for Chris?
Yeah,
Okay, well, why not have a relationship with him then?
because he can't. Sleep with a girl.
Could he cheat on you?
He wants a healthy relationship, and I'm not cool with that. He went fucked up worse. Just couldn't do it.
Well, yes, I know if you care for him that much, you know where,
He said he went to Indy.
I know he can't go down there.
He's probably his mom's. Truthfully,
Over here on First?
yeah.
Where's she live? And I'll tell you if that's right.
I honestly, I don't drive.
So you don't know physically where the house is at?
I've been by there a few times.
Right over here?
Yeah, it's
South
over
of the
there.
tracks?
Yeah. So Lisa, Craig, or whatever. Yeah.
Where can I find these other people? I've already got teams out looking. I'm just trying to, again, build the process.
Ashley's been begging me to come get her. And G, if you look on my phone, was missing.
Gee, what?
G was missing. You could look on the phone and the messages saying I quit replying to him.
Missing some food. When you said missing, but then you quit replying to him, what do you mean by that?
Like, I quit asking questions and shit like that.
But he wasn't replying?
He don't ever answer me, it's always her.
Okay, not worried about G. We'll take care of G. Where's Ashley at?
Harvardville.
Okay, where at?
I don't know.
So where were you gonna pick her up at?
She didn't give me an address. You can look get her an address. She told me over the phone it was Crawfordsville. Cause I remember standing in Daniel's kitchen talking to her, and she said, hey, when, are you, cause she asked me where I was, I said Milford, she goes, well, then you could just swing by here to Crawfordsville and grab me up.
Who's this, Sean Wiley?
The guy that's been talking to me. We're supposed to go out Thursday.
Okay, so got stuck down south. GS, friend saved me, who's that?
She's G's friend.
G's friend saved me, made me leave shit crazy. I need to talk to you though. And then you call her.
Yep.
For 5 minutes. What did you talk about?
She told me that he snapped out on her again and the friend saved her or whatever. And they started talking about Sean. And then I was at Daniel's and she asked me where I was and I said Illinois and she goes, well, exactly where? I said Milford. And she goes, well, you could just swing by Crawfordsville and grab me up. I thought about it for a second.
Where were you gonna pick her up though?
She just said Crawfordsville. I don't drive, so they give me destination, I go there. Have my driver go there. I mean, I'll legit fucking call the bitch for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Put her on speaker, okay?
Get the Wi-Fi stuff from
I have to have Wi-Fi. You can put in the password or whatever. I just have to have Wi-Fi.
I don't.
I mean, I have my account number if I can use somebody's phone or whatever. I don't care. I just have to have Wi-Fi to get hold of her.
What's her number?
She don't have a number, it's Facebook only. We don't do numbers.
Can you get hold of hotspot for start this off?
Yeah, but,
If you want to do that,
yeah,
I mean, you can do it all yourself, Leah, I don't need to do shit, just, I don't know if you can do that, but.
you know, ask her if you got final thing.
And I'll even message Chris's mom and see where Chris is. Because when I call, she gets hold of it. Even though she hates me.
What's that?
Chris's mom will get hold of Chris for me.
Okay, just while he's out of the room, he's going to go get the Wi-Fi password for her to make this phone call. Do you guys have any questions, or Cherie, do you want to have some input? She said that Jasmine said she was in Illinois, which is on the west of Indiana. Crawfordsville is completely on the other side, so there's no way she would have to have driven clear across the state of Indiana almost to pick her up.
Somebody said a little bit ago, asked whether you can make it full screen or bigger screen at least.
I've had it on full screen. Does it look? It's not on full screen right now.
Okay. Well, yeah. Right now it looks like there's ads on one side and
Yeah, I see that. Let me. Yeah, I can do. I think I know. I think I can fix that. Hold on a second. Now that I see that. Is that better?
That's better. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward it just a little bit until he comes back in. Well, you know what? I'm gonna let it play because I don't know if they continue to have a conversation right here. So.
Did you guys talk to my mom?
I don't know. I got a lot of guys out there working.
That poor lady's probably gonna have a stroke. About it.
You talked to a few people about it.
That'd be so good.
I'm not trying to trick you up, girl.
I know.
I've talked to a lot of people already. I'm trying to help you out because, like I said, it's either you're part of it or you're a witness. I know. Yes, okay. But you just gotta, I'm tired of like trying to drag you.
No, I told you.
So what's this about? Tell me about G. Why are you so scared? What's G done in the past that you're so scared? Because again, you know police. It's what?
That's who he knows. It's Lisa. He's a 30 white boy. You don't fuck around with him.
Why?
She might up missing.
Why?
Like,
Who else end up missing?
I don't know. I will. I know I gotta move now. Second I walk out of here, I gotta leave.
Let us take care of G. But what has he done in the past that?
It's Lisa. Even her side of the room, we were talking while I was doing laundry, and
She keeps saying Talitha, and the subtitles are getting it wrong, but she's talking about Talitha now.
in prison, and she's done some shady shit.
Like what?
She's made other bodies disappear and shit. And she was pretty proud of it.
Okay. The Talitha girl?
Yeah, she was just talking up on her rap and shit. She'd been to prison, and I asked her what prison was like because I had probation on the 4th, and I went clean. And I was scared I was gonna go to prison.
What'd she admit to on getting rid of the body?
She just said that she'd moved bodies and she'd done this and she's taken people to hog farms and she's put them in rivers and she's done all kinds of crazy stuff. Just talking up about herself. Because she was trying to fucking get to see if I was a snitch or not.
Why?
Why? She's weird.
Who'd she come with?
I guess G.
Another guy? I mean, she
No,
had a
G,
boyfriend?
no. She came by herself. She was in the house, like, me and Ashley were in the house, and then all of a sudden, me, G, and that Lisa chick was in the house. And Ashley and she kept disappearing. And I think they were arguing out in the living room.
What about something about you worried about getting killed or dropped off from Hopkins Park, or what's all that about?
Me getting killed or getting dropped off in Hopkins Park.
Yeah, you ever talk with anybody about that stuff?
No.
No. Okay, we're gonna connect to a hotspot, okay? CenturyLink 8269, is that your home Wi-Fi spot?
Yeah, I think so.
CenturyLink
Well, yeah, until it disappeared.
8269?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should have micro USB charging cable. Actually, I have one. I don't have one. Okay. It was at 2%. I thought I had a little bit more time.
So you seem pretty afraid of G's, like retaliation or something.
Oh, I know better.
So, what would make you so scared of it? I mean, you would have to know something of him to, like, I'm not gonna be scared of somebody unless I know they actually did something.
I dated him before, more than his buddies.
So you've known him for,
Yeah.
known of him for a while.
Not of him personally, I just met him, but I've heard of them. And the people, you know, he mentioned a few names that I knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's he done in the past that's not good, I guess, that you know of?
They're killers, they know.
So G, this wouldn't be G's first kill.
I don't know.
You know, it wouldn't surprise you though.
No, not at all.
Okay.
And that police was a crazy bitch.
So him and her are pretty tight?
Oh, yeah. I'm more scared of fucking Teresa than them.
What does she look like? Is she
She's real pretty, like real pretty girl.
a white girl, black girl?
Little white girl, dark hair. Like, I'd probably say it was definitely black.
Okay.
She's got like Indian features, like dark.
Hey guys, you plug that in there?
She got tats anywhere?
I don't know, all I really seen was her ass, because it was hanging out in jeans. And she had a backless shirt on.
Is she skinny or?
Yeah, she's
Medium?
She's been to prison, she's been to Rockville,
Okay.
so I know she's in the system.
Yeah.
She's a real pretty girl.
Who's that?
Teresa, or whatever.
You say she's a little older?
Yeah, she's older than me.
Like, how's that?
I'm 34, she was about almost 40, I think she said.
Don't know her last name?
Never says it.
Never on Facebook or anything?
Nope. I was scared enough of that bitch.
I didn't catch the description. Skinny, hair set.
No, she's a little skinny thing, dark, about like right here, dark hair. She's real pretty. I didn't see no tattoos at all. Cause she had her backless. Like she had shirt that was pretty much showing everything. I did not want tattoo. But she's been to Rockville, Madison. She had about 3 different prisons in Indiana. Women's prisons. I remember that.
You don't know her last name?
Nope, never seen the word. And they live on something about a farm or something like that. Because she kept referring it to the farm. Where you like go underground and hide. That's what it is.
Like a storm shelter?
Yeah, they've got one.
Okay, so law firms have one.
You know, it's not like that. That's what they called this trap house or whatever it was. That way they get away from the cops.
Oh, okay. That's where they basically.
Yeah. So whatever word they use that for is.
What county city?
Lafayette. Lafayette.
You don't know where she lives, though?
I haven't had glasses in 2 years, so honestly I can't even see. My license was just reinstated back in February, and I ain't even bothered trying to get them.
You didn't even bother getting your license?
No, not yet.
Why, just because you're going to pass it?
No, because I wanted to be clean off spice for a while.
Oh, spice. So what's your drug choices?
Spice. I give up my kids for it.
Who has the kids now?
TCMS. They were adopted out. 28th of June.
You get to see them at all?
Never a chance you
They were adopted out and I don't get to know shit. It's probably better for them.
I was going to ask, I mean,
It is right now. That's the first time I've worked. It was here recently. I loved my job. I was doing great.
where'd you work?
Riverfed. I was a housekeeper. It was something.
What's wrong with that?
Get me off the spice.
What happened?
I said, clean off spice. I said, clean off spice. It was fucking Chris.
What I'm saying is, so you were doing fine working, what happened? Chris came back in your life and you
Yeah,
got back into it?
Cops kicked him in the door. He went to jail. I had to get him out. And, you know, just went to hell. Mikey tried getting me away from Chris.
Who did?
Mikey.
So why didn't you take him up on it? Tell me, I'm not living your life.
I never strayed away or disobeyed because me and Chris have a bond. We never told on each other or anything.
And he gets you into this? And that's not a good friend.
Oh, he did a lot more than that. He told my mom he's back on dope and shit.
So how does it
I didn't know
work
that
like
until today.
I was just saying, that's what I'm saying, why are you standing up for these guys?
I'm not anymore. I told you it was fine. I didn't want to do it anymore. I couldn't do it. It was eating me alive. Just thinking that they thought about fucking dumping some chick off. It didn't matter if she had kids or she didn't. When her fucking mom thought.
Let's not sugarcoat it. Dumping a chick off means dropping them off on the edge of the street so she can catch another ride.
No,
That's not what happened.
Not that kind of drop off.
They got rid of a dead body. We're not gonna sugarcoat it, we can't.
That's what you mean by drop off.
Okay. I'm just saying, you just can't, it's reality. You can't
I know,
sugarcoat it.
I know.
Do you know what cars everybody was driving when they came to your house that day?
My security traded off, it was light colored. I seen it when they pulled up behind us. Light colored 2-door, I'd feel like a sports car.
Okay.
Like not an Eclipse, but what are they called? It didn't have the bumper was all fucked up.
Okay. Which bumper?
The front bumper, the left, yeah, the left side, the driver's side,
Yeah.
it was like missing like this much of it.
Okay.
Color would probably be gold, tan, like white, silver, possibly maybe like a light pink.
But it's hard to tell because you're.
Yeah, I'm colorblind. Like I've been colorblind for so long. Like I knew what colors were, so I can tell, some. Not all like that. It was a light color though.
And who was driving that car? She was?
That when he pulled up behind us, yeah.
Who was with she when he pulled up behind you?
That was him and Ashley. When me and Mikey had left, they hunted us down to see if they could get my house key. And I told them they weren't going back in my house till I got home.
Was
Because I wanted
it
them to leave.
still daylight at this point?
Oh yeah. And I left for the whole day, me and Mikey did.
What? You and Mikey left for the whole, what?
The whole day that.
The whole day.
And when I came back, Chris was there. Chris was in my house. I had a bunch of shit come up missing. And they dipped out and I haven't seen them since.
On a different topic, while detectives looked at the phone there, who do you think broke into, was it Mikey's safe that was broken into, or someone's safe was broken into?
Oh, my old roommate.
You said stuff came up missing the other day, so you think maybe
I know.
Mathis broke in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on one.
Okay.
I don't think he did that though. I know for a fact he didn't do that.
Did do what?
Break into that safe.
Who did?
It wasn't Chris. I know for a fact it wasn't Chris. Because he was with me and I wasn't there.
Okay, who's Ian Lear?
Who?
Ian Lear?
Some kid I went to high school with.
Okay, is it true? What's he mean by
I
that?
don't know. You see it before me, I don't know.
Looks like 3:38. You missed a call from Ashley. 3:59, gave a thumbs back, or thumbs up, 4 o'clock.
That's right.
Okay. You just want to text her and
No, I'll call her. She'll have administrative. Or not at Wi-Fi, I give her a second, she'll call back.
if not, then we'll just have her send a message. Or we'll have her send a message. For her to just text.
She ain't gonna give up G though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She ain't gonna. Like me and Chris. He deceived me, so I have no feelings toward it. G's like a god to her. I was gonna offer this bitch a place to stay and everything to get away from him. And she wasn't even about to take it because how we work with guys. She didn't even give him up though.
Well, that shouldn't be part of the problem.
I'm just letting you know.
She didn't think about that for years.
And she should be wise enough to do that.
Like I said, I'm not trying to trick you or nothing. We've talked to a lot of people. And most, yeah, pretty much all of them, they've done the right thing. So for some of you guys that think I'm going to be a hard ass or I'm not going to, okay, you're going to find out down the road. Now, when you thought you were being a hard ass protecting everybody,
I'm not predicting shit.
I'm just saying, they looked out for themselves and they thought they did what was right. We don't find you guys on accident.
No.
So I'm going to keep reiterating that because the next person I talk to that tells me that you knew something you didn't tell me, I can openly write that down and say, I gave you every possible chance.
And it's fine because people do everything.
You know what I'm saying? We're all held to a standard. I'm holding you to that. And I haven't given you the okay to just let me know anything you know and what happened and we will deal with it. But I ain't going to deal with people lying. And most people haven't done that yet, so. You want to send her a message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's active. She's been called.
So help us out. How do we find Talitha?
If I knew her last name, it would help. Talitha ain't friends with her. She's not friends with Willie G, is what I noticed.
How'd you notice?
Like, she sided with whatever he did. Like, when they started arguing, she took his side real fast instead of taking a girl's side. So, that's his friend. But she's in Lafayette, and she's got a prison record, so you know where she's got to be. And she's got a warrant.
But you don't know her last name?
No. I know she has a warrant, though. You should show me the piece of paper.
Can you the guys maybe do some social media searching and stuff like that, see if they come up with something? Or,
In Rockville, Madison,
Chattanooga County, see if that means development. Where's the warrant out of?
Lafayette. Because she printed out a piece of paper, and she showed me, because I thought I had one. And she showed me.
She had one more? No, I mean, we'll find out. You got one? No. Why do you think you had one?
Because I didn't go to probation.
Other one's probably coming, right?
I think it was the 4th.
Oh, I think you said that you didn't go to probation.
I didn't, but it's in Jasper County now instead of here.
She had one April 4th?
Yeah, probation April 4th.
I thought you just said you missed a court.
I did, I missed, a day. Hello? Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm home. What are you doing? You're coming to Kevin? Shoot, we at my house. Yeah, I can. How do you fucking get in here? How are you getting here? I thought you didn't have a ride. All right, sweet. I missed your face.
Yeah.
Hey, is it a guy or a girl? Yeah.
I'm okay. So Garrett's still missing.
Is he really?
It's a nigger.
Oh, it's a nigger. Well, you know me.
Huh?
Whatever. So it's a guy? Is he cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, how long before you're here? So I can pick up the house.
No.
Wait a minute. Okay. Well, hopefully I can shower real quick too then. What? What?
Yeah. From Garrett.
Yeah, she.
I honestly wanted you to do is just tell her, hey, listen, you need to talk to the cops.
She can do that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. She's more scared of you than I'd ever be. Yeah. That's Lisa or whatever her name is.
That's still Lisa.
She's much prettier in person though.
Yeah, I mean, that same girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so. Is that her?
Yep.
All right, before we get to her, I just need to know, what role did Garrett have in this? What role did Chris have in this?
Apparently
Which one did what, though?
Apparently Garrett did most of it.
Okay.
I mean, the body's missing, so.
I understand the body's missing. Who killed her?
It had to have been Garrett.
Okay, why do you say that?
She's the one I don't remember seeing much. I was doing laundry. I was talking to Lisa and Ashley, and that was it. And it was like, they would switch. They were trying to keep me occupied. Truly. So fucking when I'm tired, I fucking do my own thing. It's more worried about getting the sheets clean than who was in my house.
So you think Garrett? Hey, I don't want you protecting Chris right now.
I will.
I just need you to be honest. Who killed her? And if
I
they
think
both did it, and they both
Garrett did it, and they both got rid of the damn body. Because when I came back with Mike, he was fucking at my house.
You came back with Mike?
Yeah.
Mike?
Mikey killed, yeah. When I came back, Chris was there. And then a bunch of shit missing. So we'd been there for a minute.
My fault was missing.
Just like stupid shit like my markers and stuff that like he totally loved. And stupid shit I wouldn't give him.
So when did you notice that your TV cord was missing?
2 days ago when I went to leave. Because I went to turn on the music. Because I don't ever watch TV because I can't see color. And I hate black and white. So I went to turn on the music and it gave it some power. And I was like, what the fuck? So I walked over there and I was like, wait.
So it had been on Sunday?
Yeah.
2 days ago?
About 9, 10 o'clock at night. Because I slept up until then.
Okay, so how are we gonna find out where she's at?
She's gonna come to my house.
What's she gonna be driving?
I don't know. She's with a black dude.
She's with a black dude?
Yeah.
Okay. We want to, I'm gonna talk to the other guys, okay, but we're gonna wanna take the phone, okay? We'll get back to you. But with that consensus search, we wanna do that data
I know,
duplication,
I
like I
understand.
said. Okay?
Just please let me have this back though.
We will. I mean, not only right now, but it's gonna take the data, okay?
Yes. When I have all pictures of the kids with.
It's gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi and stuff here.
So anyways, so stupid this girl shows up to my house.
So I'm gonna go talk to the guys about that.
She's gonna be pissed I got her shit. Because Chris took off with it. Sunday. He came over and got their bags.
What's that?
Chris came over and got their bags. She had like a bag of shit there, and he had a book bag with a bunch of locks on it. And Chris came over and got them. And they were at his mom's house.
Who, say that again,
Chris came to the house and got her bag of stuff.
who's,
Ashley's and G's, which G's is a backpack with a bunch of locks on it.
and we're at,
They're at Chris's house, supposedly,
what day did he come get it?
Sunday. Because I was dead asleep and he threw my keys at me for the house. So I didn't go back there anymore.
Okay. We're gonna try to reconnect again, and we just need to know where she's at. Like, if she's coming to your house, like, hey, how far out are you? Because
Trigger time a minute's about an hour or two.
Huh?
Trigger time, minute is about an hour or two. Honest. She ain't gonna be able to give you a precise time, because she's not driving. But, if she's in a hurry, I will tell you that much. She'll be in a hurry to get there, so it'll be like an hour or two max.
where do you think she's coming from?
Harvardville. Where she said she was staying.
All right. No, we're not gonna mess with her. Yeah, just listen of it. I've been talking with my team, there's a lot of guys out there. You don't have to worry about G, okay? So listen,
I have nowhere to live now because
listen, you don't have to worry about him now, so you need to talk. You need to let me know what you truly know. You don't gotta worry about him now, okay? This girl was tortured. That's a potential death penalty case. Do you not understand that? It's in your home. Don't worry about Garrett. So please tell me what happened.
that's what I do know. I swear to God, that's what I know.
There's just no way. My team is talking to people left and right. They're like, Jasmine's not telling you everything. Honestly, they said, just don't even give her another chance. And I said, give me a minute. I think she's wanting to say it. And so Jasmine, listen, I'm sitting here and the rest of my team are out there saying, don't even mess with this shit.
That's what I do know.
No, you know what happened inside there. I'm telling you, don't worry about Garrett. You're okay. Jasmine, look at me.
This is truly what I know. It is.
It can be.
Yeah, it is. I'm more worried that I have nowhere to go now because the cops kicked at the door and then you guys fucking came up like that. Like I already told I was gonna be evicted. Now I have nowhere to go. That's what I'm worried about. One place where my kids were gonna find me evicting it.
And spending years behind bars.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't see shit. I told you every fucking thing I know. I know so much better. Julie.
All right. Hey,
Hey.
remember me? I'm just here to shoot it straight with you, okay? So, I've always been honest with you before. I've tried to help you before, right? We've talked, we've tried to take care of some things. So, what's going on?
Apparently this kid fucking killed this girl.
So,
And then my ex got rid of the body. I know it. They said it. I heard them say it.
who's your ex?
Christmas.
How long were you guys going out?
It was an open relationship, so, yeah, for a while. We've been best friends for quite a few years.
So I just got here, I was out at the good table eating with my family. I didn't know you guys were still here. I figured I'd just come in and talk to you because I've been thinking about it for a while. And I was like, I know she'd be honest with me if she knew something.
I truly don't know anything else. I really don't. I just threw it all away though. I don't know where to go now. I can't be safe there. I can't go back to the trailer park.
Why are you not safe there?
Well, I'm not now.
Why not?
Because somebody opened their mouth. I opened my mouth.
About what?
I told on Chris.
About what?
I told on Chris.
You told on Chris?
Yeah.
I don't think you told on Chris. I think we know a lot of things, right? We know a lot of things. We just want somebody to be honest with us, So I don't think it's a matter of telling on anybody at this point in time.
I know for a fact it came out of their mouth. They got rid of that girl. That's what they said. That means they dumped they did something.
Did you know the girl?
No, I never. I just seen a picture.
You didn't see her when she was up in your house?
I didn't even know she was in my house.
So yeah, it's not about, I'm just being real, okay? It's not about telling on people right now. It's about saving your own life.
I am.
Right? Seriously, this isn't just a little bit of dope or, whatever else. We've known it's been going on out there for a long time. How long have you and I been talking about Miller's Trailer Park and methamphetamine? It's just out there. And I realize, people don't choose to get into that, it just ends up in it, and then it's hard to get away from it or whatever. I've been doing this job for a long time. I've seen a ton of it. But now we've jumped into the next, basket, and this is so much more serious than that. Right? So you being here talking to us isn't about anybody else.
No, it's not. I feel horrible. The poor girl's mom.
Well, there's a lot of victims in this case. There's no doubt about that. But but you know what? There's nothing we can do to change what's happened. So now it's, in my opinion, every man or woman for themselves.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's what the other guy thinks too. He's talking to us, right? Obviously somebody did, because we're here.
Even if they didn't, I wouldn't care.
Right. So as honest as you can be, you didn't see it happen.
I swear to fucking God, I didn't see it. I swear on my kids, I don't ever do that.
I'm not saying you did it.
I didn't fucking see the shit. I was washing fucking clothes, and when I didn't wash them, on the tweaker status, it's horrible. It's an hour or two fucking long. I just sit there and fucking shake them out, drain tub, water, drain tub. That's what I do. You're high, you don't realize a couple hours go by.
Right.
I never paid enough attention to see if some chick was in my fucking house.
I feel bad for you right now, I really do, because it's a terrible situation. I don't even know what I would do if I was in it. Other than just make sure that I don't, just make sure for yourself, for everybody here, just make sure that you don't hold anything back, okay? Because if you do, and I'm sure these guys have told you, you know, what some of the consequences
Right, I know.
are. So if you know anything that you don't tell them, and I'm gonna go out there and tell them, I'm gonna go out there and say, I really don't know. I don't know what you know or you don't know.
I just assume everything.
But if there is something that you all of a sudden remember that you've forgotten, don't forget it, because it's all, you're playing for all of the marbles. Okay? And it's not just about you. I mean, there's a lot of people involved. Okay? So like I said, I've been straight with you before. I've tried to help you. I've never sold you out, told anybody you'd said a word to me. All right? So we'll just go from there. But they're gonna come back in here, and you're gonna have to just try and remember. And if you can, you can. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you do know, please tell
I
me.
will.
Okay. All right. Good luck. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
You still going water or you want more?
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, she's probably got, I was sitting here thinking, she's probably got her, location on her phone. With her Facebook. Then I keep mine off, and she wasn't smart enough to do that.
What's that?
Her location on her Facebook, you know, she wasn't smart enough to keep hers off. I kept mine off.
Who was it?
Ashley. I know she's got hers on. May I get one number out of there before, you guys get that all?
Turn on.
Can I get a number out of there before?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like someone let me both stay at the trailer park tonight, and I gotta find somewhere to go.
Okay. We spoke about that TV and that TV cord, okay, so we need to get that TV,
Oh my God.
okay?
Yeah.
All right, so this is just considered search for us to go out there and get that. All right? So I'm gonna read it to you. Police officer, my name, date 4/2/2019, time 6:08 p.m., location New King Sheriff's Office, I, your name, and your date of birth again. Have been informed of the
All right, that's it. After she signs the paperwork, they're done. Yeah, the trial junkie, they were trying to get her to have Ashley come there. But so Newton County is in the west northern corner in Indiana, and she was taken out to the other side in Crawfordsville. So Jeff takes her as far as Lafayette, which is kind of in the middle. So if you watch her, and this interrogation is taking place in Kentland, which is in Newton County, at the Newton County Sheriff's Office. But Ashley's first interview was in Lafayette, and Detective Rowe, Ashley called and let them know she was coming, and Detective Rowe met her there. So her interview is actually at the Lafayette Police Department. There's, let me see here. We'll just go through, we're not going to go through all the exhibits tonight. I forgot how long this interrogation video was. Travis, that noise is back. Is that coming from my end? Ashley, okay, Garrett took Ashley, trial junkie. Garrett took Ashley out to Crawfordsville to a place that one of his buddies lived at. Ashley had never been there before. I don't know, what is it? Is there noise in the background? That's strange because I'm sitting in a dark room by myself. I don't know. But to answer your question, she went to Crawfordsville, and when they were there, she let Garrett's friend know what had happened and that she was trying to get away from Garrett. So Jeff, the friend, pulled a gun on Garrett and made Garrett leave. And Garrett, I think Garrett attempted to make Ashley leave with him, and Jeff didn't allow him to take her. And so Garrett was arrested on the 1st. Jasmine did her interview on the 2nd, and Ashley did her interview on the 3rd. This was all of April of 2019. That's weird. Sorry about that. I don't know where it's coming from. It stopped and came back on. That's strange. Well, we are having storms here, but we weren't having storms when Dr. Silkman was on, but it is storming here. A ball on our roulette table. It's funny. But we will get into the rest of Jasmine and these exhibits. We're not going to go over those tonight because there's 135 of them, and we've just been on here already for 2.5 hours. And if my Wi-Fi is acting up or something and there's sound in the background, I can't get it off. Shoo. So thank you guys for being here. If you're on the replay crew, I did post the link for Ashley's Facebook group and then the case-by-case discussion group. Tons of good information in there. That group is really blowing up. So if you want to become a member, just request to join the private group. And I think that's it. Thanks everybody for being here, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.